that is going to happen. So, okay, I didn't record since the beginning because you were joining and we were like arriving. But let's continue. Okay, number one, what is a charter? What is a charter? Do you have the answer? A charter. Anyone? Number one.
Letter C.
Letter C, a document that describes the beliefs of a group. Okay, very good. Draw a charter, a document. Very good. A charter is like, how can I put it into words? It's a document, a formal document, maybe, like that expresses the feelings. For example, in Mexico, we have the Mexican Constitution. That is a charter or sort of a charter. Podría ser también una carta or something that is written, but it's okay. Okay. Number two, to promote. That is very simple. To promote. Which letter?
It's letter D.
Letter T.
When something happens.
Okay. Another one. When different people. Yes. Okay. Very good. To promote. To help something to happen. Very good. Promueves algo. Estás haciendo alusión a que la gente haga algo. Very good. Number three, isolation. Isolation. Which letter? Which letter?
Letter B.
Okay. When you feel separate from others. Isolation. Okay. And diversity? Diversity. That is a very common word nowadays.
Letter A.
Okay, when different people, things, or ideas are included. Very good. To pay attention to. Which
letter G.
Letter G, to think carefully. Carefully. Okay. To look for the details, to pay attention to the minimal mistake or the minimal detail so you can promote it. Very good. Equality. Okay. Equality is different from diversity. What is equality?
Letter E.
Letter E. Okay. Equality comes from equal, letter E, when everyone has the same rights and advantages. Very good. What is a venue, guys? That is a word. That word is cool. A venue.
Letter H.
Letter H. Okay. A venue, it's like a hall, like a concert place. In Mexico, we have a lot. We have El Foro Sol, we have Arena Mexico, we have el Palacio de los Deportes, we have, what else? Different stadiums, different forums. Venue, the translation of venue is recinto, un recinto, okay? And number 8, what is inclusion?
When people feel part of a group.
Okay, very good. Very nice. You feel part of this group, maybe you don't. Maybe you feel part of your family, your school, and your social relationships. Okay, guys, I think this vocabulary is not so hard, okay? Today, we are not going to do the listening. We're going to skip that part a little bit because what matters the most is you practice a little bit. So, well, I am first, I am going to send to you this link. Give me a second. I have to shut these guys. Wait. Okay, sorry. I had to tell people to shut up. Okay, well, I already sent you the link so you can open it. I am going to open some breakout rooms. As you can notice, you have 3 people in each room. We have Nina, we have Brenda, and we have Stefano. Those are American names or British names, okay? What you're going to do is that you're going to practice this speaking part. It's not that long, it's just 1 page. You're going to decide who is going to be who's going to be Brenda, who's going to be Stefano, and then you're going to share it with us. We're going to do this without the listening because you are going to develop yourself the ability to learn how to pronounce a word without knowing how to pronounce a word or without having listened that word before. So, well, I already shared to you the link. I am going to open the breakout rooms. Well, I am going to pause. Okay, well, I give you some time and we did some modifications because some of you went out and some of you entered. So we had to make a little bit of a modification, but nothing to worry about. So let's start. We only have 2 groups. We only have 2 groups. So any volunteers? Any volunteers to start, or I randomly choose?
Can I play Nina?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so which team or what?
It's in Teams?
It was in teams.
Okay, but at this moment, in this, okay.
Yes, in
But
this moment.
my team is Gustavo y Alex.
Okay, so it was supposed that each one of you has a character.
Yes.
Yes, Gustavo is Nina, and Brenda, and Alex is Stefan.
Okay. Alex, you turn on your camera again. Okay, so yeah, guys, start. Or
Yes, I could be Brenda.
No, take Nina. It's okay.
Okay. As you know, our team has grown a lot in the past year, and we feel we need to address the diversity in the team.
How do you mean? Address the diversity?
Well, we all know that diversity in teams is a good thing, but it can also be a challenge for some people to respect and value people's differences. We've got a really diverse team here, people of different nationalities, backgrounds, religions, ages. Sometimes I don't feel we make the most of this.
Alex, it's your turn.
Sorry, my microphone was off. Yes, and even if it isn't especially challenging, many people are simply unaware of the isolation that some team members may feel because they are different.
So, what does this mean? What are we going to do?
Well, We need to create a workplace charter. One that promotes quality, diversity, and inclusion.
That sounds like a good idea, but will people just see it as something the management team has created? Maybe they won't even pay attention to it.
I know that's why we're going to involve everyone in creating teams.
That's a good idea. We could run some workshops and get ideas from the employees about how we can create a more inclusive workplace.
Let me see. Exactly. I was thinking that before that we could run some team building sessions so they can experience the value of diversity for themselves.
Yes, I like that. Many people see diversity as something negative, often because there are different opinions or ways of doing things.
Yes, I know, but if there is no diversity, then the risk is that we all work in the same way, think the same, and see the world the same. This makes it hard to be creative and know and to innovate.
I completely agree, Nina. Okay, so what do you want
Stefano,
us to do?
can you look for a successful trainer who specializes in running workshops and team building sessions on diversity and inclusion?
Sure, I'll be happy to.
And Brenda, can you find a fun venue somewhere that is quite diverse itself, something that not the usual seminar style environment?
Sure, that'll be fun.
And I'm going to do some further research into how the organizations are benefiting from their diversity. I can share this with the whole team.
Okay, well, that's the first team. Very good, guys. Claps. I'm going to send you claps. Okay. So team number 2, Jimena, Luis,
Okay.
and who? Jimena, Luis, and
And Julio, right?
Julio. I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's start. As you know, our team has grown a lot in the past year, and we feel we need to address the diversity in the team.
How do you mean address the diversity?
Jimena? Are you there, Jimena?
Yes, I'm sorry. Well, we all know that diversity in teams is a good thing, but it can also be a challenge for some people to respect and value people difference. We have got a really diverse team here. People of different nationalities, backgrounds, religions, age, and sometimes I don't feel we make the most of this.
Yes, and even if it isn't specifically challenging, many people are simply unaware of the isolation that some team members may feel because they are different.
So what does this mean? What are we going to do?
Well, we need to create a workplace charter. One that promotes equality, diversity, and inclusion.
That sounds like a good idea, but will people just see it as something that the management team has created? Maybe they won't even pay attention to it.
Jimena? Jimena.
Sorry. I know that's why we are going to involve everyone in creativity.
That's a good idea. We could run some workshops and get ideas from the employees about how we can create a more inclusive workplace.
Exactly. I was thinking that before that we could run some team building sessions so they can experience the value of diversity for themselves.
Yes, I like that. Many people see diversity as something negative, often because there are different opinions or ways of doing things.
Yes, I know, but if there is no diversity, then the risk is that we all know in the same way, think the same and see the world the same. This makes it hard to be creative and to innovate.
I completely agree, Nina. Ok, so what do you want us to do?
Stefano, can you look for a successful trainer who specializes in running workshops and team building sessions on diversity and inclusion?
Sure, I'll be happy to.
Jime. Jime, your turn.
Continue, guys. Finish.
And
Okay.
Brenda, can you find a fun venue somewhere that is quite diverse itself, something that not the usual seminar style environment?
Sure, that would be fun.
And I'm gonna do some further research into how other organizations are benefiting from their diversity. I can share this with the whole team.
Okay. Very nice, guys. I was underlining some words that I think you mispronounce, like sure, like okay, like how. Don't get confused between how and who. It's the same three letters, but how and who is different, a little bit different. Okay, what is the meaning of address the diversity? Can somebody tell me what do you understand by address the diversity?
I don't know.
Okay, that's that's honest. You have to say I don't know. Very nice. Luis or Joanna, Alex, Gustavo, Julio, address the diversity. You can address a problem. You can address your house. In this case, address.
I think it's similar to take the control or maybe manage the diversity or maybe uh, a kind of organization or organization of the diversity, something like that.
Okay, yes, very good, Joanna. To address something, en general, es una expresión, address something, en este caso la diversidad, means to give a solution, to manage, to resolve a problem, to give a solution, to give something you can work with. Okay, so this part is speaking, well, you need to keep practicing, guys. As I was telling you at the beginning, this is our last like real class. So this is our last chance to practice and to complete what we have to complete. So right now, this was just speaking part. Okay. Now I am going to open, well, I'm going to share my screen, but I wanted to tell you guys, well, I want you to tell me what was or what has been Your most embarrassing moment or situation in life. What has been your most embarrassing situation in life? I will start. I will give you an example. Embarrassing. I don't know. Well, for example, I feel embarrassed when I am playing sports. I play a sport called front tennis, and you have to hit a ball, but that ball is very small, and sometimes I don't I don't hit the ball, and the ball hits me. So that is, I feel ashamed. I feel like I'm stupid because I didn't hit, and I feel embarrassed, and I feel ashamed because everyone is looking. And I'm like, that moron is not able to do something. So I feel embarrassed by that. Let's see, Alex, can you share with us what has been your most embarrassing situation or moment in life? If you have one.
Yes, for example, when I was at college, I was moving my pencil, and in one, and suddenly I saw a beautiful girl, and I saw her. But at that moment, when I was moving my pencil near my 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 eye, and uh, I pick up my eye, and it was embarrass embarrassed for me because that girl saw me, and she laughed to me. That's all. I'm very, I feel very ridiculous. Hello?
Yes. No, that's it, Alex. Very good. You said you pick up your eye. ¿Lo recogió? ¿Así? ¿Lo recogió? ¿Se recogió el ojo?
Sí,
¿O se
lo que
picó
quise
el
es
ojo?
como que me piqué el ojo con el lápiz.
Okay. You,
So,
well,
I
you
try
say
to say pick up, or no sé cómo se dice picar. No.
sting.
I cut my eye with the pencil.
Okay.
I cut
You, you sting your eyes. Sting es picar. Hay otra palabra, pero I forgot it. Stingray.
Se me ocurrió hurted my eye with a pencil. Es lo más cercano que me lastimé.
Okay, you hurt your eye. Very nice. Maybe, Luis, do you have any embarrassing situation that has happened to you?
I just remembered that when Snapchat were popular, I sent the same message to like 4 guys, the same message to them, and that the app created a group. And it was embarrassing because I think I remember I wrote something like send nudes or something like that. So yeah, that's embarrassing. The most embarrassing moment that I can remember now.
Okay. What was Snapchat? It was a dating app?
No, it's not Snapchat. It's an app like Instagram or something. And it was really popular when I was in the high school, but I didn't know how to use it very well. So I did that.
Okay, I hope you learned how to use it now. Maybe, yeah, things happen. One lady, Jimena or Joanna, any embarrassing moment in your life so far, hasta este día?
One day I was in the school and some girls say hi, and I think she was talking to me, so I say hi, but there is another girl that was how do you say atrás?
Behind.
Behind of me, and I get embarrassed.
Yeah, you feel like, oh, sintió como la combi, me dejó en visto. Okay. Joanna, any embarrassing moment in your life? so far?
Uh, I I have had a lot of embarrassing moments, but one typically is when I go to a cafeteria, when I go to the Starbucks, for example, and I threw out my coffee on the floor, um, and even before that I drink, um, when the staff gives you the coffee, so it is so embarrassing. And I think the most embarrassing is because there are many people uh, over the or around you, around this pickup area, and they can see you, and some of them stare of you or stare at you, and other maybe feel sorry for you, but you don't know what to do. If you have to pick up your mess, if you have to pay another coffee, if you have to go out of the cafeteria, and that's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing. Okay. So are you telling us that if I go to Starbucks and if I drop my coffee, they are going to give me another one? Or not?
Another one?
You said, right? You said
No,
that they give you or they gave another coffee? No?
no. When you
That's sad.
threw away or tirar, no? Threw away the coffee.
Throw away.
Throw away.
But in this, throw away es como aventar. Aventar. When you spill the coffee, yo escribí, spill es derramar. Because it's a
Spill,
beverage.
yeah. I mean, in an accident, you don't want to do it. When you spill your coffee for an accident,
Okay.
even before you can drink the first, even before you can drink it.
The first what?
Trago.
The first sip.
Okay.
The first sip, el primer trago. The first sip. Okay, very nice. Hopefully it was a Starbucks. Hopefully it was cold and you didn't burn somebody. Okay, anyone else, guys, who want to share an embarrassing situation in life so far, hasta este momento? Maybe Antonio or Julio? No?
What? An embarrassing moment for me?
Yes, in your life so far.
Well, it's similar. My case is similar to you, but also another thing that embarrasses a lot me is that sometimes I act like how do you say inmaduro? I act like
immature
kid sometimes.
What do? You start dancing like Fortnite games or what? What do you do?
No, no, but sometimes I say the stupid things or keep or keep talking a lot to people, and that's why. That's the reason.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel embarrassed.
You feel embarrassed. Okay, guys. Okay, I want you to, well, we're going to be writing right now. So I want you to write very fast in Padlet. What is the most stupidest thing you have ever said? ¿Qué es lo más tonto que han dicho, de lo que se arrepienten? Sí. En su vida, ¿qué es lo que se arrepienten de decir? Write chat. Digo, en Padlet. In the meantime, while you write, I want you to tell me, guys, if you have ever been in a job interview. Have you ever been in a job interview to apply for a job, maybe? or something. For example, I'm going to give you an example. When I was younger, I am still young, but when I was younger, like 17, maybe 16, I applied to McDonald's, to work at McDonald's, and I got rejected. And I got rejected from McDonald's, and I was a student guy, and I had English and all those things. And you cannot work here. Oh, come on, well, whatever. So, have you ever been in a job interview, guys? Luis, have you ever been in a job interview or applied for a job?
Yes, teacher. Once.
And
Only one.
how it went?
It went pretty cool because I think I don't know. It was pretty cool. It was easy for me, but they gave me the job, and I quit at the third day.
Why? What was your job?
My job was in, how do you say, Nutriza. But I didn't. I only wanted to work to learn that money is to get money. It's not easy, and then I think I had enough in 3 days, and then I say, okay, I learned my how do you say, lección?
Your lesson?
My lesson, yeah. And yeah, it was, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I remember you telling me you worked in Nutriza before. Yes, I remember that. Anybody else? Maybe I don't think Jimena has ever applied.
I haven't.
Jimena, have you ever applied for a job? You haven't? You're lucky guys. Why?
No, I actually have 13 years.
Well, 13 years. Well, yeah, maybe one day you will apply for a job. But, well, yeah, that happens. Maybe I don't think Jimena has done it. Or have you, Jimena? Have you applied for a job?
No.
No. Alex, have you applied for a job before?
I'm sorry, what was the question about the interview for a job?
Yes. Have you ever applied for a job or? Yes.
Yes. For example, I remember a bad situation because the interviewer sent me to a company for a test. When I talked with with the team, suddenly they asked me on English language, and I was surprised of it. And then that situation was difficult to me because at that moment I didn't speak very well, and I tried to do it. And for example, one of them found that my experience was well, but the other people thought that my experience was well, but my English was bad. And that was the reason that don't hire me for that moment. And that was embarrassing for me, and I feel again very ridiculous. And that was my bad experience.
What kind of job did you apply for? What you wanted to be?
Yes, was for the puesto for the software engineer. A person, they needed a person for programming computers, for websites and applications for their platform on
Okay,
Windows.
like
Yes, that was a technique, things. That was things or technique.
Okay, very nice.
That,
Yeah, you wouldn't expect English. You wouldn't expect English. Okay, so we have some comments here. They said the most embarrassing thing that I have ever said in my life. The most stupidest thing I have ever said is to say that my life it's hard life. My cousin. Later, she said to me that I was an immature kid. Jaja. Lol. Okay, once I said, cría camarones, te sacarán los ojos. I'm really bad with proverbs. They are not proverbs, they are said. Uh, esos son proverbios. Proverbs, dichos. How to say dichos? I forgot, but it is not proverbs. But it's okay. Cría camarones. You can become wealthy if you raise shrimps. That's how they are called. Okay, well, let's continue. Here, guys, we have three images. There is this little kid here trying to find his brain. I don't know. We have this little other dude that he wish he were dead. I don't know. And then this guy, well, it is a girl actually, that it is actually dead. I want you to think what happened. What happened before these scenes appear? ¿Qué pasó antes de que esto pasara? Vaya, ¿qué eventos pasó? ¿Por qué tiene tantos hijos? ¿Por qué está muerta? Ajá. Quiero que piensen, bueno, escojan una imagen que más les guste y empiecen a ver qué pasó antes. ¿Qué pasó antes para que pasara esta imagen? ¿Y qué puede pasar después? Ajá, ¿qué puede pasar después? Ajá. And then we will start with this. We will start with this. But I wanted to choose an image of these three, one of these three, and what will happen after. 2 minutes to think. I think that's good enough.
Are we going to write it on the palette?
No. This part we're not going to write it. You're just going to tell me. Think, and then
okay. We'll think about the situation. Yes.
We write it there.
No, don't write it. Just think about it.
Okay.
Just think about it.
Teacher,
Yes.
would you help me to, how do you say that something is caducado in English?
¿Alocado?
Caducado.
Sorry, again?
Caducado, de que ya se echó a perder.
Caducado. Okay. You say it's spoiled. Como los spoiled.
Okay.
It could be
Spoiled.
rotten.
Rotten. Sí, me ganó. Rotten también. ¿Cuál es la diferencia? Spoiled es echar a perder. Echaste a perder tu relación, echaste a perder tu familia, tu trabajo, lo que sea. La comida se echó a perder. Ajá. Rotten es más de comida, es podrido. Esa es la diferencia.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes. Okay, so let's continue. Let's see. Okay, who chose this first image? ¿Quién escogió esta? ¿Quién escogió el niño ahí sentado?
Me.
Okay, tell me, what do you think it happened?
Well, I think probably the boy has lost his game, and surely after that, his parents or his coach, gave him a motivational talk.
Okay, maybe he, okay, could be. Thank you, Gustavo. Who, somebody else chose this one? Something different? No, I guess not. Did somebody choose this one? 1, 2, 3, little. Okay.
Yes. For example, in that image, represents a man that took care of 4 babies. I thought the adult who have several babies had a task. Someone said him, everybody has a special food to eat and other activities, like take a shower or other type of them. For example, he had a great idea to remember the activity to do for every baby. For example, he wrote the name of each child on their, ¿cómo se dice español? Of each child.
Dumper.
What?
Dumper.
Okay.
Pañales
Okay.
dumper.
Had the idea to remember it, but he wrote the name of Blade Wonder, and that way he could to do this task without a problem. That's all.
Okay, he could do.
He
Okay,
could
very
do
good.
these
Yes,
activities.
he could do.
I select that too.
Okay, Joanna, tell me. Well, tell us.
I think his name is Matt, and Matt must have gotten married with a bad woman, and they could have 1, 2, 3, 4 babies, and this bad woman might have divorced of him, and she may leave her kids, and he must have taken care of them. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So those are his childs. Okay. What's up? Somebody else? Luis?
Yes, me. He
You
didn't realize
Yes, Luis.
the condoms were spoiled, and then he got a vasectomy. That's it.
Okay, he didn't realize that condoms what?
Were spoiled, and then
okay.
he got a vasectomy.
Well, too late for getting a vasectomy.
That's
Okay.
sure.
That's what?
That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. Anyone else choose this one? I think no. And this one, who chose this crime scene? Nobody? Jimena, which image do you choose?
I choose that.
This one? Okay, tell me what happened. What do you think it happened? Empieza a sonar
I
Pumped Up
think,
Kicks.
yes. I think that a teacher killed a student.
Ok. Teacher Killer. Sería interesante. ¿Qué podría pasar? Lo averiguaremos. Okay, a teacher killed a student. Maybe she commits suicide. Maybe she, I don't know, she fell. Se cayó y había una pistola ahí y su mano cayó. No lo sé. A lot of things that can happen. Okay, well, this process, guys, I think I have told you before. Este proceso de to think before, to think after things, it's called inference. Inference, voy a poner aquí. Inference. Or to infer, sorry, to infer. Inferir. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pudo haber pasado? I think that is rather a school shooter that committed suicide. Yes, could be. Yeah, the best thing she could have done is to commit suicide because trying to kill people in a school with such a small gun is very useful. You should have gone for a bigger in order to shoot everyone, to spray with your bullets, and yeah, have fun with it. That gun does nothing. Okay, so this process is inference, and when you keep in future levels, you will have to do this kind of exercises. Okay, we also have one last image here, this one. We have some expressions. Maybe, Jimena, can you help me read them, please? Beginning.
Yes, beginning a story, I will never forget the time. It all started when. That reminds me of when. I have got to tell you about.
I forgot to mention that. The other thing is, you have closure words. Okay, there are a lot of expression, guys. And I'm pretty sure you know a lot. What are you going to do? These last 5 minutes, 7 minutes, you are going to write here using or trying to use as much expressions you know. Suddenly, cualquier escribir. Está afterwards también, voy anotando. Suddenly, afterwards. Which others do you know que puedan darle continuidad a una historia? Afterwards. Maybe to continue.
First of all, secondly.
Okay, first, well, we can say firstly, or first of all, secondly, first of all, okay. You're going to write a story, guys. What kind of a story? You're going to tell me, well, you're going to write one of the best moments in your lives. What has been so far, hasta la edad que tienen, the best moment in your life? For example, I will start. I'm not going to write it, but I'm going to start. It all started when I was born. No, there is not a good example. I will never forget the time when I went to a concert and I saw Metallica. That was one of my, that is one of my favorites band in the world, Metallica. I will never forget that time. What happened was that their scenario was huge. The band and the noise was amazing. The guitar riffs, the drums, the bass guitar was like delicious. You could feel it passing through your body, the energy. Whilst, esta también está buena. Whilst, eso significa mientras hago una cosa, hago otra al mismo tiempo. Whilst I was spending time with my father, and I don't know if I was drinking beer. I don't remember, but could be. Whilst I was with my father, and then I got ear noises. My ear started to but I forgot how to say that. But you understand the idea. Going back to the story, or in order to conclude, that was one of my best experiences when I was younger, because that was a long time ago. And I would like to conclude that if you have the opportunity to go out, do it. You will regret more the things you don't do than the ones you do. So now is your turn. Tell me your best story, guys. The best story you have. Or if you don't want to share one, you can invent. You can make up. Esto sí lo van a escribir. Esta sí. Lo de las imágenes no. Solo su historia. Try to use these expressions, guys. Very simple, I think. So, questions? Comments? Remember, if you don't have comments or questions, you can hit like.
Similar when we are going to give a presentation, but we are going to tell our story.
To give a no, solamente van a escribir aquí en Padlet una historia o una anécdota suya en forma de historia. Cómo empieza, continuando y una conclusión o denle fin. Yeah, that's it. And if you want, if you can, about whatever, una anécdota suya, un momento increíble, something. And if you want, sorry, if you can, please add an image, guys. Please.
Okay.